If I wasn't at church on Wednesdays, I'd probably just be at home playing video games or watching TV. And that can get kind of boring after a while. Long while.
One of our core values here at Countryside is and always has been our commitment to the youth programs. From Sunday school to Koyo or Faith Singers, these programs do a terrific job of helping kids discover their sweet spot and build lasting friendships.
The commitment that this church has to youth is important to me as a parent because I can say without reservation that I wouldn't be who I am today without the commitment that this church has had to youth all these years. My husband and I felt so strongly about it that we were youth directors for a few years.
I'll never forget one of the opportunities I had as a youth. I was once asked to, as a freshman in college, come back and speak to the congregation in terms of what I learned in college and the foundation that had been built for me here at the church in the youth program. And at the time, I was utterly terrified. But what I discovered in standing up in front of people here at the church is I can do this. This is something that I'm actually enjoy. But it was that light bulb moment here at the church that really taught me that this is what I want to do. I want to speak and work in front of people.
For the music realm of it, I mean, definitely growing up in the middle school choir and the Faith Singers is I found my sweet spot for music and music making and being a part of a choir. And I had always been involved in choirs, but at Countryside is the one that I really grew up in because I was in the same church choir. I kind of see some of the same faces growing up and really was able to make music with a lot of friends.
The youth programs provide not only a place for our kids to develop and grow spiritually, but they form deep bonds that become like a second family that they'll appreciate for the rest of their life.
One of my mother's memories that she reminds me all the time was how my father would say, I thought Sunday was supposed to be family day, and Kim leaves for church at 9 o'clock in the morning, sings in the morning, does Sunday school, comes home for a couple hours, does homework, and then she runs back for choir rehearsal and youth group every Sunday night. So this became my family, and it was one of my best places to be.
Koyo and Faith Singers helped shape me in the fact that, I mean, it taught me to be myself, essentially. I went to school out in West Omaha, and so when I came to church, I had one other person from my high school, and so it helped me learn how to make friends and to think outside the box, essentially, to be open-minded. There we go. Church definitely helped me become more open-minded because, I mean, I kind of had to.
One of the most proving aspects of our youth programs is that when it comes time to raise a family, many decide to raise their kids at Countryside. They want their kids to have the same rich experiences that they had.
I think our youth do come back. I think you'll find quite a few of them that are here now. I know one of the other memories that I have that I really treasure was when you'd always come back on Christmas Eve and everybody'd be back from college, and I still see that now, that my daughter looks forward to coming back and being part of the group and seeing who's here.
I grew up in the church. I'm a third generation member here. My parents joined in the 60s, and I grew up in the church, don't know anything different. I actually met my wife here in the church at a youth event, and we eventually married here in the church. And then our son also met his wife here in the church also, and they eventually married. So we're kind of a 2 for 2 that way.